Hey, what's going on, Archons? Welcome to a Crucible and Coffee new deck edition. I am tired this morning, but I am also excited because last night in the wee hours of the morning, I decided before I went to bed to open up a new deck. And I was blessed with this deck here, which the SAS score nor does anything else on here to actually, this board control is kind of accurate. This board control is accurate. I did one test game just to see how this deck kind of rocked, and it did things in the best way possible. So the things that obviously stood out to this deck right away is the fact that there is Illusions of Grandeur, Befuddle, Catch and Release, double Bryo, and then there's Timothy of the Dam, as well as a Fathom Reaver. Excuse me. So that is really what attracted me to this. Like, this is a solid fish pod that I would probably be looking now to use in some sort of deck. But it has all these other things here in Saurian, which is a lot of token creation, which can be really great considering there is a Timothy, there is also a Fathom Reaver, and then there's ways to make a lot of creatures be on your left, which then sets up the Bryo possibility of making things more difficult. I love Catch and Release, for those of you who don't know. I don't have a good deck with it until this one came, or even a good pod for that matter. I think that is really, really strong way of using a form of board control. I like this. This is, I think, board control and disruption all in the same time. So I really like it because you can be tactful and make it so it doesn't really hurt you. When the test game I did, I made it so that I had 3 cards in hand and I only pulled back 3 cards. So that way I wasn't discarding anything and then playing out the cards I liked again. Here we obviously have some interesting things like a Legionary Trainer, which, I mean, I don't really care about in this deck as is, because the Raider is the Raider and no one cares about the Raider. Things that I do like in this deck is Sanctum, though. The Sanctum is very strong. The Saurian is not bad. I just don't really care. It's more just bodies on the board to really help set up my Bryo. Praetor Marius is helpful as well, just because you can create that situation where you have so many things on the left because of the way Bryo plays, that then you drop that on the other side and you're in a good position. But the Sanctum I actually really like in this. Grand Melee is pretty helpful, but I find Grand Melee is, especially in WoE, is maybe one of the most useless board clears ever. You're maybe getting 2 creatures, 3 tops. It's very unlikely that you're having a strong effect of that. Harmonic Ritual in this, though, is quite nice because of all the token creation. You can line things up really nicely and just create a good row where you're getting a nice burst out of it. Muster, who cares? Outflank, who cares? There's like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures in here, so I don't really care about outflank. It's I'll be lucky if I get a use out of this, but I don't really care. Lightbringer Outpost, though, is another story. Because of the high token generation, this gives me the ability to be more thoughtful in throwing things back into my deck, as well as a really strong Ember control. Not to mention there is a Katarina the Summoner here, which means I can actually get those tokens out in a strong way, further setting up a really nice burst with the Harmonic Ritual. So this actually kind of creates a situation where I could capture a whole bunch on Katarina, then I could essentially throw her into something, destroy her, create all those tokens in Harmonic Ritual. So it's almost like, even though I'm giving my opponent the Ember back with the impending Harmonic Ritual, it's like I'm getting that Ember back. It's almost like an epic poem in this way. And speaking of which, there's an epic poem in here as well, which can work with Katarina. So just a lot of cool things in that way. Pandolf, Colonel Mariana. So let's see, we have 2 knights in this deck. No, sorry, 3 knights total, but having them all out is probably not high. So there's that. Ostentatious Mount. This card, having double of this, is actually huge in this deck. I didn't get to utilize them in my first go around, but I'm excited for having 2 of these, simply because I can take a stupid creature I don't care about, like a dumb Longdesor Elector, which has 6 power, a Grammaticus Thrax, anything that I really don't care about, and I can then throw it on that, move it to then protect my Bryo from being attacked into, my Timothy, Fathom Reaver, whatever I'm looking to keep on the board and be more imposing, that exists. So yeah, I'm very excited for this deck. I think the SAS score does not represent the power that it could potentially bring. So now that I've rambled on about this deck for a while, let's go into the coffee mode of this. And actually, I'm gonna go in competitive. I played it just oh, here we go. I played it just in casual the first time around because the score made me wonder how strong it was. But after I played, I realized that it can really set up an interesting thing. So we'll see if it performs the same way this time around. So Scenarium is going to be a no-go this time around for me. We got another double Mix the Tall-Minded, which I played last time. Not great. Ammonia Clouds, not great. Total Recall, cool. Double Membership Drive. Celestial Gorms, Martyr of the Vault. Okay, I gotta watch out for my bursting here. So let's see what we can do this time around. How can we showcase this deck? All right, this is a very strong start right here. I don't really like this to start with, actually. I don't want any of these to begin with. So we're just gonna throw that back. There we go. This is much better. I think I'm gonna start off with a Legionary Trainer. And pray I didn't get something good. I did. Frickin' Outbringers, Lightbringers Outpost. Not what I wanted. But this is also going to create... I like Legionary Trainer, even though it's not super helpful in this. I mean, actually it is here now that I think about it. It's really nice in the sense that as soon as you throw it on the board, you're providing this threat. It's a witch. Legionary Trainer is a Dino Witch. And my opponent now is probably like, how can I get rid of this? And here it comes. Oh, what do you know? There it goes. Total shocker. Didn't see that coming at all. That being said, I'm still going to go into this over here and just let my opponent do things. I want to just kind of cycle a little bit more. So let's, what two houses they haven't played? I just want to get rid of Equidon. Perfect. I love when a good plan comes together. And so the name of the game here is actually great cards. Cards I don't want are here. The name of the game with this really is to create this row of creatures and then keep this side on the right very prepared to have a row of things that you have to deal with. I kind of like the Raiders, even though they suck. They're kind of nice with a lack of board control because I can use them to get rid of things. Although it's not very helpful here with the way this is, but still it does provide something a little bit different. Yeah, we're just going to go into Sanctum to cycle here. I know it's probably not, honestly, not the most efficient cycle. Oh, I guess it really doesn't matter. We'll just Absolve for Ember. Do I keep the same game plan? Yeah, so we're going to go like that. Just get some capturing going on. I'm trying to set up here an epic poem on Katarina right now. Perfect. And here's the Bryo arc. This is where things start getting good. The only problem here now is that oh. So if I do the Bryo play right now, my opponent can kill Bryo pretty quickly. I think I want to draw a card. Okay, now that changes things. Now we're in a different boat. Okay, so we're going to go Unfathomable. So I want them to go back into Sanctum. Actually, I want them to go back into Equidon. But Sandhopper. Okay, we're going to come back to Illusions of Grandeur because I don't know what I want to do yet. I'm indecisive on that one. So this is where my thought process is. If I throw them into Sanctum, they only have one creature to go into Bryo's Arc. I have a feeling they have a lot of Sanctum cards, though. Here they can take out Bryo's Arc, which I'm not a fan of. Here, not so much, and they have Sandhopper. So I think I am going to go with a Sanctum play, just because it's the least ability to come at me. And they actually have a lot of actions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them, and they've played 2, so they're down to 4. Yeah, let's just go into Sanctum. I know that's probably where they have the most cards of. Actually, maybe not. It's kind of even, really. So let's just leave it at that. Oh wait, I have these. Oh, even better. I can take those out, or I can gain 2 Ember. I'm just going to Reap because of the plays I'm trying to do, especially with Bryo's Arc out now. Let's see what my opponent does in response to this. All right. They're going after the Bryo's Arc. And they cannot kill Bryo's Arc. Ah, but there it is. See, I love that. I just love the way it creates this. And there's the rest gone. Okay. Okay. I mean, I could go Timoti, but that doesn't help. I could go Sanctum. And make that happen to further get my epic poem plays, but I think I'm at a point where I probably just want to cycle at this point. So, we're gonna go into Saurian. Actually, I don't want to play that yet. I want to play this one first. And then this one. And then Epic Poem, which they can just drop a creature and take me out of check, but I like where I'm going with this, so I'm okay with that. Oh, Catch and Release. One thing I've learned about this is that patience, I think, is a good thing with this deck. Oh, smart. Which one are you getting rid of is the question. Okay, I like it. Okay, what does this say? During your opponent's next turn, cost +3 for each forge key they have. Okay, perfect. I mean, I have this here, which is really strong. Ostentatious Mount is also good right now. So playing this is going to create the greatest problem. What do I have here? Skullback, Harmonic. Okay, I'm trying to think how I want to go about doing this. I could go here and take them off check, but then I'm kind of left in a position where all this matters. So let's just YOLO this. Unfathomable. we are going to crushing deep them. I'm going to reap. I really hope I don't discard my Timoti, but it could happen. Then we are going to go Befuddle. So I want them to play Sanctum, I think. Yeah, their Sanctum is probably the least. Actually, Ember Control. Yeah. Let's go back into Equidon. We are just setting up a weird trap here. Maybe we should just let that go. So let's see what happens here, folks. No Timoti. Which sucks because I just... Oh no, they will not be in check. All right, let's see what they discarded. Perfect. 2. This is good. This is very good. I got rid of stuff I didn't want to get rid of, though. Like these 2 cards in particular. And I did not want to get rid of those. All right, so I think since yeah, I think I just cycle here. I will not exalt that. Okay. Let them forge. Perfect. And there is the Bryo play, but I can't do it right away. I do like the Harmonic Ritual with 3 dinos. Okay, so we need to get move in here. So we're going to go Sanctum. We will Grand Melee. Play Muster. Throw that over there and not get what I need. Good news is I have a target for outflank, which is kind of nice. All right, so we shall go along with this plan I have outlined here. I want to get rid of the Resonator, which won't put damage on me, unfortunately, because then I could capture more than 1. So we'll just focus on going Sanctum. We will then play Outflank. Oh. I did not realize that's what Outflank says. Each Sanctum. That's stupid. Don't like that card. Absolve to capture 1. Well, I love how I took myself out of check doing that. And then we are just going to just do that. End turn, I'm in check. Oh, I got the double Bryos right here. I maybe should have put that on the edge. I don't know if that was the right play upon further contemplation. And that sucked. Oaks are knights, that's why. Yeah, I think this would trigger twice, so I think I only need one Bryo, really. Not sure this is going to pan out the way I want it to. Because this isn't going to do anything, so I'm just going to reap there. Yeah, I didn't get what I needed to pull this one off. And I think they just reap out with Sanctum. So this deck didn't quite play out the way I wanted it to this time around. I think I did make some mistakes. But my opponent did prioritize getting rid of Bryo, which is interesting. I'm guessing they have another membership drive. Yeah, there's nothing I can do to take them off check here. Unfortunately, my Timoti is not where I need it to be, so we'll just concede. So yeah, that's how this deck plays. I'm still getting a feel for it, but I really like it. I think it does some really fun things. It plays really well together in a lot of ways. The Sanctum and the Fish are just really nice on the way to go together. So I'm excited to play this deck more and try and figure out what really makes it tick and what's the best way to go about it. Because right now I'm not sure if I'm optimally playing, like using catch and release. Maybe it needs to be held longer. I'm not sure. I think I use it at a pretty good effect, but especially with having the befuddle. But I think I could have gone a little bit maybe more thoughtful in the process, which I know will come with reps. So here's an insight into this deck. I think it's pretty cool. Hope you enjoyed this. Please do like and subscribe if you aren't already doing so. And if you're enjoying my content and wish to support my creative efforts, please check out my Patreon and donate there if you feel so inclined. I greatly appreciate all who do. And as always, folks, may your Ember never be stolen and your keys forged promptly. Have a good one.